My life is so crazy. It really is. It's extreme. I live in this 1%, like extreme, I'm zigzagging all over the world. I'm on a plane more than I am on ground. And this tool helps me find moments of peace because I don't have a whole lot of time that extend my day so I can live like my fullest capacity. Like it gives me 2 days in one day. It just gives me this power, And I do it before I write a song sometimes, definitely before I get on stage. And it's just such an incredible, useful, simple tool that has made such an impact on me, and that's why I'm sitting here with you.
Dear friend, if you are trying your best to clear off your debts, if you or your loved one are being bogged down by financial worries, then I need to show you a secret that's well kept from the privy eyes of the public. First, take 2 fingers, place them on your neck, and see if you can find your pulse. Got it? Right behind that spot lies the answer. The answer to why so many of us struggle to make ends meet. The reason why our debts are piling up higher even though we didn't spend much. Even as a select few are able to stay youthful, happy, and wealthy well into their golden years. Oh, precious one, if you can understand the ancient secret I'm about to share with you, then you too can feel the happiness and hope in realizing that you don't have to surrender to a life of mediocrity and bills. That virtually every part of your life can be great again. That you can go back in time, push the reset button, and feel an amazing new energy flowing to all areas of your body. What you're about to discover is something absolutely mind-blowing. It's the missing link between what you truly desire and how you can get there in mere seconds. Awakening a wealthy you could literally be as easy as placing that finger on your pulse. Let me explain. Hello, my name is Jude Ritz. Not long ago, I was a successful property investor, hanging out with amazing CEOs and bosses, all while ignoring the telltale signs that the market was going to come crashing down. My success was ephemeral. Next thing I knew, my fulfilling life came to a screeching halt. Everything that I invested came tumbling down. Yes, even the relationships that I invested time in. From profiting tens of thousands per month to being in immense debt, I was truly devastated. At that point of time, I thought life was over for me. I tried to recoup my losses, but everything I did was futile. I turned to alcohol, and I would be dead drunk every single day of the week. My life was turned upside down instantly, and I can't seem to escape the endless negative spiral I'm trapped in. I remember going home just to find my landlord demanding for me to pay up as I have an outstanding bill of $15,000. I was told to pack up and leave my house that I have been residing in for close to 5 years. At that point of time, I broke down emotionally, and I couldn't muster any strength nor energy to carry on living. I hadn't felt so lost and helpless in my life before. I even considered suicide as an option to escape the reality that I'm facing. Each passing minute felt like pinpricks piercing through my heart, mind, and soul. I was beginning to lose my sanity. To cut the long story short, I can tell you I've been through it all. The anger, the fear you're losing control, that you may never get back the life you had. Thankfully, I am still here today. In actual truth, I am grateful for the experience that was given to me, because just when I thought my life was destined for a chain of failures, just when I thought my debt would hold me back from doing the things that I love, and just when I had almost ended my life, I stumbled across a secret about my body that not even my doctor or biology teacher knows about, but by a busker that I happened to cross paths with in an underground train station. One that I'd like to share with you today. It's a secret you can use to increase your money right now. Warning, this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme or those shady online manifestation courses. I know you'd think this is a little weird, even though you'll definitely want to give this a try. All the while, you've been told that in order to get wealthy, one must go through the notion of studying, getting good grades, landing a perfect job, and climbing your way up the corporate ladder, or even striking the lottery. After all, that's what we are programmed and told to do so from young. Remember how I told you this secret was told to me by a busker at an underground train station? The time I had with him was short-lived, but it was the most magical experience ever in my entire life. The sun was blazing, and just like every other day, I was walking aimlessly down the train station with a can of beer in my hand. All of a sudden, I heard a familiar tune that was simple yet soothing. I followed the sound, and as I got closer to it, I stood there and tears just trickled down my face. It was a song that has been part of my childhood. The Beatles' Hey Jude. My mom used to play it to me when I was young as she named me after the song. I remembered soaking in the tune, singing alongside the busker, letting go all my worries and problems, and just be totally present in that moment. I was the happiest being on the planet. When the music ended, the vibrant and lively busker named Gary came up to me, and the minute he spoke, my eyes just welled up. "You've been going through a tough time, haven't you?" I wiped my tears and simply nodded my head. He proceeded to tap me on my shoulders and handed me an album of his. "Take this, listen to it, and it will raise your vagal tone. Remember, it's all within your body." I was shocked, and I wanted to pass him however little cash I had left in my wallet. But the next thing I knew, he already left quickly. Although I felt weird about his kind gesture, somehow there's a hunch that something good is about to happen. I recalled bringing back his album to my rented apartment and started playing it on a record player. The songs instantly lightened up the atmosphere, increased my vibrations, and lifted my mood up. I was in a blissful state of peace and awe. But what happened next was nothing short of miraculous. The company that I had applied for 2 months back called me in the middle of the album session and offered me a position that would pay me a salary of up to $8,000 per month. That's excluding performance bonuses and such. Even more amazing, the stock that I had bought previously increased by a whopping 40% overnight. The money I made was enough to cover my expenses for the next 3 months or so. Weeks after playing the album and humming to it, more unexpected windfalls started to pop out of nowhere. 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 50,000. These were figures that I never thought I could ever see again in my bank account. The next thing I knew, I cleared off my debt, and the puzzle pieces to my life were finally coming together. When Gary told me about vagal tone and how it's all within me, I thought it has something to do with music. And no doubt that's 50% of the equation. However, I knew there was something missing. Something that has the power to place me in a state of euphoria when I was singing alongside him in the train station. Something that could literally raise my vibrations to the highest level and help me attract my desires to life within mere seconds. I began searching up on the internet, and after researching, I came across something that you probably have not heard before. The vagal system. A string of silvery white cells that runs from your brain to every major organ in your body. Many scientists have been clueless as to what it actually does. Yet this ancient and powerful part of your body may just be one factor that decides whether you stay wealthy, vibrant, and healthy, or live a life below average. As your body and mind slips into the familiar cycle of negativity you've seen affect so many others. Dr. Benjamin Shields said that the vagal system is central to every aspect of our life. Immunity, stress, brain fog, limiting beliefs, and even more. All of these have a common root in your vagal system. It influences how you sleep, your heartbeat, your breathing, your energy levels, and even how your mind responds to situations. That's because your vagal system carries out a very special function in the human body, one we are only just beginning to understand. I'll share this special function with you in a moment. Also, I will also share with you how successful individuals are able to utilize the special ability of the vagal system to increase their net worth as well as their overall savings. But the most important part of today's presentation is, I will help you restore this crucial part of your body and send it roaring back to life so you can live your best life ever. When that happens, well, I don't like to beat around the bush, but let's just say you'll begin to feel an intense energy, unlike anything you've ever felt before, coursing through every area of your body. Your mind will be freed from limiting beliefs, and you'll begin to reawaken and access your money codes to start making more money this year. I know because I've felt it myself. Back when I had to leave my fulfilling life behind for a one that's filled with negativity and burden, because my vibes weren't matching that of what I wanted. And I'm far from the only one to experience what I'm about to share with you. Abby was completely drained from her underpaid job. It was getting so bad that she had mental breakdowns every single day of the week, and no longer had the energy to do the things that meant so much to her in life. Today, the 45-year-old is traveling around the globe and enjoying herself without needing to care for expenses. As Abby describes it, Within 3 days, I no longer break down. My energy started coming back to me, and I am able to pursue my passion. I feel so much better now. Or take Sean. He was sick and tired of his old jumbled brain from keeping him from living the kind of life he wanted to live. Discovering about his vagal system changed everything. He reports he is living his best life now, and all his friends who see him are now shocked. But that's just the beginning. Since learning about the secret myself, I have been telling this only to my inner circle. When I show you exactly how to activate the vagal system in your body, you'll understand why so many people are lining up at my doorstep to learn the secret I'm about to teach you today. You may be thinking, Jude, is this some kind of shady manifestation technique that promises results with no proper evidence? To answer that question, no, this isn't some common manifestation technique you can find online or anywhere else. The vagal system is scientifically proven to help you attain what you want. It's the longest structure of its kind in your body, and it runs from your brain to every major organ you have, which is unique because not even your arteries or veins do that. In recent discoveries, scientists have discovered that the human body changes depending on how active the vagal system is. So they began measuring the activity using an indicator known as vagal tone, and the results were outright fascinating. One that could have a huge impact on how we understand energy levels and wealth attraction. When they studied vagal tone in successful individuals, all of them have a high vagal tone, and they were outliving those with low tone. In fact, when scientists studied famous musicians, they found the same thing. Here's a stunning statement from one of the research journalists. People with high vagal tone are not just healthier, they're socially and psychologically stronger, better able to concentrate and remember things, happier, more empathetic, and more likely to have closer friendships. These are all the keys to having success. But here's where things get truly exciting. When scientists dug deeper into the research of vagal system and vagal tone, they found that high-performance individuals are not just wealthier, but healthier. Their brains stay younger for longer, and they have strong, healthy hearts. All these are from a single factor. You guessed it right, high vagal tone. But take note, low vagal tone seems to have the direct opposite effect, sending your body out of balance and unable to attract wealth properly. Research have linked vagal tone with things like financial health, network, blood pressure, mood and happiness, immunity, manifestation efforts. Unfortunately, many people are suffering from the effects of low vagal tone, and yes, that includes me in the past. So let me ask you a question. Have you or your loved one been suffering from low vagal tone all this while? If so, I will show you a secret to restoring your vagal tone, no matter how old you are or what condition your body is in. This is an ancient secret you can use right from the comfort of your own home, a secret that could reactivate your vagal system. And it's almost hard to describe the feeling when you restore your vagal tone, because it's actually blissful. I've seen people reduced to tears because they had never felt that kind of energy flood their bodies before. It's as if everything just slides back into place inside you, as if some divine hands were putting everything back into balance. Recently, I met my old friend named Malcolm who was tired of his mentality of not having enough money, as well as his health that is slowing him down from achieving his goals. After I showed him this all-natural secret to restoring his vagal tone, it was as if he's a whole new different being. He told me he hadn't felt like that in years and proceeded on the top sales chart in his company. What's more, he has been feeling the effects even till today. There are others more just like Malcolm, but perhaps you're wondering what will happen to you if you restore your vagal tone. Well, if finding out were as easy as sitting in the chair you're in right now for about 5 minutes, would you say yes to finding out? Let me proceed on to telling you the secret I told Malcolm. You see, your vagal system controls your body's most important functions, from blood pressure to your brain function to the vibes you're emitting, and even the miracles that happen when you stop ignoring it. When I ignored the symptoms such as wealth deficiency, energy depletion, and low vibrations, instead of taking a step back and observing what my life needs, I continued my stubborn actions, and boy did I find out the hard way. Luckily, I met Gary, and he paved a new path for me. Later that evening, I came across a research about a silver cord. You see, this silvery cord called the vagus nerve forms the core of your vagal system. It's totally unique, and it connects everything inside of you in a way not even your blood vessels can. What we now know is that this particular nerve is crucial to maintaining the delicate balances within you, from your financial mindset to your blood pressure, and to neurochemicals such as dopamine and serotonin, which are important to helping you achieve success. Unfortunately, as we are constantly bombarded by negativity and limiting beliefs, this vagus nerve may lose the spring in its step, and these balances can shift as a result, which may be the single most important factor in whether we become poor and weak or we grow richer and healthier. Because it's these precious balances that determine whether we can feel calm and relaxed or stressed and worried, whether we can attract or repel money. In other words, the most crucial thing you can do to make money is ensure that your being is in sync and balance with the universe. So, would you like to know this ancient, all-natural, yet incredibly powerful secret that will raise your vagal tone to the next level? It requires no difficult exercises, no expensive devices or supplements, no powders or creams, and no risky over-the-counter pills. This secret pops up from ancient Greece to ancient Egypt, to even the Holy Scripture. Yes, that's right, it has been mentioned no less than 4 times. To you, it may sound nuts, but I have already shown my inner circle how to do this, and they are obtaining actual results. These people aren't hippies who believe in shady manifestation courses. These are bankers, financial analysts, professionals, and retirees. You too can learn this secret all from the comfort of your own chair. What's this secret? Let me show you. The water molecules are being twisted by a certain force, defying the very laws of gravity. This isn't black magic, it's sound. And a specific frequency is moving the water. And just as sound causes water molecules to behave in strange, surprising ways, it can also do the same for the molecules in your body. You may be uncertain, and I get it. I too was in disbelief when I first saw it. But scientists are already using sound to affect the human body, from ultrasound to bones and kidney healing. As it turns out, this special frequency is unlike any other frequency. It's tuned between 85 Hz to 255 Hz, which will naturally raise your vagal tone, and it stems from within you. Stumbling across an age-old secret is by no accident. I experienced this secret when I was singing alongside the busker in the train station. Back then, I didn't know about vagus nerve or anything about restoring vagal tone. Only when I began listening to the album Gary handed over to me and started researching. Then I realized that the human voice is capable of restoring vagal tone. This secret can be found throughout history. The human voice carries something in its vibration that makes it more powerful than any musical instrument. Just imagine suddenly feeling a new energy coursing through your being. Your mind starts to clear. Your heart suddenly feels calm, and you begin to attract all the great things in life. What kind of life would you be rewarded if you no longer had to worry about being financially worried? If you could rely on your voice to attract money, health, and happiness? If you had the energy and stamina for new adventures, goals, and ambitions? Listen, you don't have to be musically inclined to produce this type of special frequency. No need for good ears or voice. All you need is the right music and right technique. Introducing my personal frequency. Raise your vagal tone and attract blessings like a wizard. It's all about finding the vibration unique to you that you produce with your own vocal cords to stimulate your vagus nerve. This program requires absolutely zero musical ability. You can use it to create anything and everything you have always wanted, whether it is more money, better health, or even more energy. You no longer have to worry about your bills piling up high. Put it simply, all you need to do is follow the program and watch your life transform. There are no devices to use, no books to read, and no courses to attend. This program consists of a set of sound techniques which will awaken parts of your body that normal manifestation courses can only partially access. That includes resuscitating your vagus nerve back to life and helping you attract money, health, and happiness. When I showed this to Thomas, he later wrote, "OMG, transformative, can shift me to a peaceful, calm, happily relaxed body, mind, and spirit in minutes." David reported, "I attracted money like never before." You see, after I discovered the power of our personal frequency to stimulate the vagus nerve, I figured there must be other parts of your body waiting to be unlocked by sound. Research has shown that your personal frequency may unlock a powerful healing mechanism called entrainment. When your body and brain entrain with specific rhythms, it's like you have unlocked the Da Vinci Code of life. You'll be able to get your body to do all these amazing things. Levels of stress hormone cortisol will be reduced. Your vibes will match that of the universe and send an invitation for money to come into your life. Supports immune system. Endorphins snuff out pain. When you consider the beneficial side effects of my personal frequency, it's no wonder why many people will want to be let in on this secret. Today, for the first time ever, you can experience my program from the comfort of your own home. It's incredibly simple. Let me show you. My personal frequency is a 5-part guided experience you can use to harness the all-natural power of sound to attract financial blessings into your life, as well as awaken the healing powers of your body. There's no need for any special stereo headphones or expensive speakers. You can reap the benefits with any computer, mobile phone, or even tablet. So, are you ready to attract financial and other blessings with sound? In just a moment, I'm going to tell you how you can get your very own 5-part frequency series. But first, here's what I want to give you today. First, you'll start with number 1, my personal frequency, Break Financial Boundaries. The goal of this audio track is to break down any financial scarcity you have in your life and increase your vibes to that of financial abundance. Next, number 2, my personal frequency. The financial rhythm will get your mind and body in tune to the powerful rhythms of money. Then, in number 3, my personal frequency, Vagus Nerve Revival 1 marks the most important part of this 5-part frequency series. But wait, there's more! Apart from what you are getting above, here's the full itinerary of the 5-part journey to financial abundance and healing. 1. Break financial boundaries. 2. The financial rhythm. 3. Vagus Nerve Revival 1. 4. Vagus Nerve Revival 2. 5. Full Body Awakening. And that's not all. I also want to give you my quick start guide that has helped me tremendously. It's called Touched by Frequencies. You'll discover a simple breathing and humming method to restore your vagus nerve. Why using digital devices can be detrimental to your health. My money floodgate technique. Do it 5 times and watch what happens. How this ancient sound technique provides longevity in Asia. And many more. Also, I want to offer you a bonus I hadn't mentioned yet. My forest bathing audio system, where you'll be guided into a state of deep relaxation and calm you never knew existed. But wait, here's the most exciting part. You'll also be getting the healing album that Gary has given me. I've converted it into digital format so you can access it easily. Inside this album includes the awe-inspiring On Cloud 9 track that will connect you into a field of sweetness. You'll feel like you are high on ecstasy and be overwhelmed with happiness. The one-of-a-kind Magical Path track that will pave a way for you to attain wealth in no time at all. The Gratitude Experience, which will bring in positive energy into your life so you can offer appreciation for all things. There is more to this album, but these 3 are the ones which has brought such profound change into my life. And I believe it can do the same for you too. Together, you'll definitely get a lot more out of your 5-part frequency experience. Oh, but there is one catch. You need to act now. Truth to be told, I have never released my work like that to the internet before, and I make no guarantees that I will again. Many high flyers are taking this opportunity to jump onto the bandwagon, and they are seeing extraordinary results for themselves. I do not want you to be left alone in the dark. Make the choice today, and you'll discover this all-natural, safe, and effective way to take charge of your wealth and health. To make it even easier, I'm going to place a one-of-a-kind 60-day money-back guarantee. Take however much time you want to test out my personal frequency. If it's anything less than what I've described, you get a full refund. Simple as that. If you are disappointed with my personal frequency audio program in any way, if you're one of those rare people who don't feel any profound changes when using it, then I do not want to keep your money. So take all the time you want to test it out. If at any time you feel it hasn't met your expectations, whether it's 2 months from now, just email us for a full refund, no questions asked. And you get to keep everything you receive today. That's how much I truly believe in my heart's work and Gary's album. Simply click the button down below to get started. And if you're anxious that this is going to be some gimmick that never lives up to its promises, or if you're thinking there must be other motives for him to sell at this price, well, let me stop you right there. There are no hidden charges. This isn't some excuse to sign you up for a service you don't want and bill you later. My whole life's work is guaranteed in this program. All I ask for in exchange for this amazing knowledge with you are two things. First, I want to hear about your life's transformation. Stories like that of Bethany D. makes me really happy. She wrote, "At first I doubted whether it will work for me, but after using it for 5 days straight, I started to notice tremendous difference in my brain function, and also an unexpected $500 check just landed right in my mailbox." Or that of Jimmy N., who wrote, "The audio tracks were extremely unique. They aren't what you can find easily on YouTube or other meditation websites. No matter how tired I get after work, I'm always energized after listening to them." Even Samantha Rez wrote, "I feel much more in control in managing my life and wealth assets." So, will my personal frequency prove to have a breakthrough for people like you? Well, you can discover it at no risk. Next, all I ask for is a small one-time fee to cover the expense that went into making this program possible and support the brilliant men and women who helped me along the way. The underground train station busker named Gary and my production crew. What's the fee? Well, here's the deal. If I were to release the whole album, I could probably charge somewhere between $200 to $250 alone. Many of my inner circle friends told me that I should charge at least that much for my personal frequency album alone, never mind the bonuses that I'm adding in. But look, my main objective here is for you to benefit the most, not me. And if I were to use this to make money, I will probably sell this to big corporate companies who are dying to know my secrets. My hope is just for you to live your most rewarding life and give me a testimony, and that'll be just fine with me. So you won't pay anywhere near $250 or even $199, heck, even $100. Instead, you'll get a superb discount, probably less than the cost of you drinking Starbucks for the next 30 days. And I'd argue that the energy that my personal frequency gives you is a lot better than the caffeine you consume. Through this page, you'll only need to pay $47 for it. You owe it to yourself, and you risk nothing. The price I'm offering is peanuts compared to the financial blessings that will soon pour down into your life. Just take action today, and I promise you'll see results very soon. Here are some of the raving reviews I have gathered from my inner circle. I've achieved years of results all within 2 weeks after listening to my personal frequency album tracks. My sales business started to grow, and unexpected windfalls just keep appearing right in front of me. Thank you, Jude. Shane M. Holy shit, dude. I was in so much discomfort after coughing nonstop for 3 weeks. I tried a variety of meds to help reduce it, but to no avail. I was looking through some holistic means to help cure my cough, and I stumbled upon your website. Initially, I was skeptical, but after you gave me a sample of your audio track, my cough stopped miraculously. It was so powerful. Not only did the music give me the energy to continue my daily job, but it has also improved my health significantly. Richard S. Thank you, Jude. These audio tracks were really appropriate for me. My whole perspective about life changed, and I didn't know how music can be so effective in cheering me up. Thank you so much. Melanie C. I want to hug you right now, Jude. I'm still so shocked at what happened. I've just cleared my house loan after listening to your DVDs and Gary's album for 30 days consecutively. Everything I wanted to manifest all came to pass, and I'm really grateful to be part of your inner circle. No words can describe how thankful I am for your heart's work and support. Imagine how one sound music can unlock the riches to life. Just by listening to my album, your brain and body will be entrained with certain rhythms that will automatically make you do amazing things. Getting a job that will pay you $5,000 for an hour's work. Waking up and feeling a newfound energy coursing through your body. Attracting opportunities and awesome people due to your immense presence. If you are ready to take charge of your life and unfold hidden power within you using frequencies, click on the button now and I'll see you in the members area. All the recordings are digital and they can be accessed anytime, anywhere, so you do not need to worry about the hassles of physical delivery. Let this be the day you encounter a miracle and transform your life with just a click of a button. It's 100% risk-free for 60 days. Here are some common questions you may have in mind. Why is no one talking about this breakthrough? Well, truth to be told, there are. However, these people will only want to keep this secret for themselves. No one's telling you about this breakthrough because of one reason: money. Big companies are already secretly spending tons of money researching on how music can be integral in our lives, and I am not surprised if they have already started studying the vagal system. 2. I don't have time to listen to your audio tracks. Will this program still be effective for me? The answer is yes. You see, my audio tracks are compressed into multiple sessions, and you can take them anywhere you want, even if your schedule is completely filled to the brim. There are literally no exercises to practice and no lessons to attend. You can play the songs on the way to work and let them do the work for you. Because they work on a subconscious level, you'll actually gain the effects even though you are not paying attention. 3. Will I really see results in such a short period of time? Definitely. It happened to me back when I was at the lowest period in my life, and I believe it will do the same for you too. The vagal tone is of importance to attracting whatever you want into your life. My personal frequency audio tracks serve a single purpose: to activate and bring your vagal tone roaring back to life so you can experience results as soon as possible. Sometimes blessings show themselves in many unexpected ways, and you won't even realize what just happened. Now, if you are still undecided, let me share with you one last piece of advice. A piece of advice from an old friend of mine. When I entered the workforce, I met a guy named Rick, and he happened to be the CEO of the company I was working in. Rick appointed me to be the ambassador of a specific product, and I had to give speeches to clients every single day. However, I was so nervous for 2 weeks straight, I flunked all the speeches I have given. But Rick didn't tell me to stop. He continued to ask me to do it, even though the speech will always end up in disappointment. Until I met this Fortune 500 client and secured a deal with him. On that day, out of all speeches he was listening to, mine resonated with him the most. It was one of the best he has ever heard. I remember Rick coming up to me with a big smile on his face. He was waiting for that moment, keeping the door open for me to achieve something far greater than I can imagine. Today, I want to do the exact same for you. I'm holding this door open, and I'm awaiting your transformation. All you need to do is click on the button below to get started. There's virtually no part of your mind and body that cannot benefit from this program. Don't miss this out. Act now and live your best life ever.